We believe we found the perfect exhaust that retains our beloved variable NPP valves. Hit it, bro.
We're at TPS Motorsports. We're with the owner, Mike Mack.
This guy just hit 126 decibels.
Okay, so my brother wanted to offer you $5K for that.
So if you saw my last week's episode, you're probably wondering to yourself, who is this kid? He's got all this money to just try different exhausts every other week just so he can make a bunch of videos? No, that's not the case. In fact, Mike at TPS Motorsports got a little upset with me here, so I have some explaining to do. When I first ordered an aftermarket exhaust, I did it so that I would have a loud and rowdy exhaust, but I really wanted the NPP exhaust. I wanted to retain the valve so I can go to stealth mode or I can go to rowdy mode. A lot of you I know can relate with that. There was a mix-up between communication with us and with Mike, and the exhaust that I thought, the AWE, that I thought would have NPP didn't, and I ended up having it installed anyways. And when I drove home, although I was excited about it and I liked how it sounded, I didn't like that it shook my floors. I didn't like that it was really loud driving into my neighborhood. And that was something that's really important for me because in consideration of my neighbors that I'm pretty good friends with, I didn't want to be that one person who has that really, really loud car that wakes everybody up in the middle of the night, right? So anyways, a few days later, I called Mike at TPS. I told him, hey, I'm really sorry, but I'm not happy with this exhaust because although it sounds great, I can't shut it off. And I really need the feature to shut it off, especially, right, if I'm driving by a police officer or if I'm at a car meet and cops show up because people are doing dumb things or people are doing donuts, or if something happens, I don't want to be a target because I have a loud exhaust. I want that option to shut it off. And I know a lot of you agree with that. So Mike was considerate enough, he was nice enough to order me a different exhaust. I did some research and we came to an agreement that we would take the AWE off and put the Borla Atak with NPP. Hopefully this exhaust is going to be that perfect exhaust for me that I can have it real loud and I can have it really quiet when I want to. From all the videos that I saw on YouTube, especially on their website where they use really high quality microphones, it seems like Borla is the way to go. Guys, you know, don't think for a second that Mike was cool with this. He was actually very understanding, but I don't want to put out the message out there that you can order multiple exhausts and sample them out, because that was never my intention, and I don't believe that any exhaust shop or any motorsports shop would be cool with that. I also know that I'm not the only body in the country or in the world that has had an exhaust installed and just didn't like it. In fact, I know friends of mine, my boy Aaron told me he went through 4 different exhausts until he actually liked one and fell in love with it and kept it. So I know you guys are out there, and I know this has happened before. But again, please do the research. In fact, if there's any Corvette clubs in your area, reach out to them if you're not already a part of them, and meet with people who possibly have exhausts that you're interested in, and hear them for yourselves. Hear what they sound like from the exterior, and also try to sit in the cabin and hear what they sound like inside the cabin, because every exhaust is different. The Borla exhaust is very quiet, as you're going to see inside the cabin. Some of you might like that, while the AWE exhaust is much louder inside the cabin. So again, sample out the exhaust that you're thinking about buying, and don't just take a video that you see on YouTube to heart. Not even my own video, because videos do not do these exhausts justice. I'm telling you that straight up right now. You will watch 100 videos and they will never come out the same as they do in person. All right, let's go get this exhaust installed. This is going to be a demo of what the sound is like inside the car at 2,000 RPMs in 5th gear. Pretty quiet. I'm going to drop it to 4th. 3,000 RPMs in 4th gear. Whatsoever. Sounds great. Let me pass up this car and you guys can hear what it's like to pass. So that's 3rd gear and 3,500 RPMs. Sounds great, you guys. No drone at all. And here it really opens up now. Well, there you have it. There you have it. That's what she sounds like on the highway with the AWE touring exhaust. All right, we're back at TPS Motorsports. Here we go, guys. Bringing her in. I'm gonna go into that bay right there.
All right, we are here, we made it. We're at TPS Motorsports. We're with the owner, Mike Mack.
TPS Motorsports has been in the domestic performance industry for over 14 years. And what we're doing today is, actually what we're doing here is, this is our installation center. It's in a 10,000 square foot facility. It's also next to our warehouse for our mail order department. So we do a lot of installations here. We work on Corvettes, Mustangs, Camaros. I mean, if it's domestic performance, you know, that's what we do here. So if you want to go fast, want to make some power, you know, and you're in California, you know, this is the place to be.
Tell the audience a little bit, because I know there's a lot of frustration out there, but what's causing the delays in getting parts?
The biggest problem with parts availability these days is, you know, several reasons. One, there's just been a massive increase in demand for parts ever since COVID has started.
Interesting.
So what's happened is, since everybody was stuck at home, you know, they had all these projects that they thought about doing, and finally they decided to do them. So everybody was ordering tons of parts. The second problem that's happening is raw materials availability. The manufacturers can't get raw materials to build their parts right now.
Wow.
I mean, superchargers in general are really bad. I mean, when you're looking at supercharger delays, you know, we have some manufacturers that used to have a month and a half ETAs. They're up to 4 months right now.
Damn.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad right now.
Not the thing. I thought this took a long time.
It's a bad situation, and the thing is, I get some
When you dropped these big bolts a second ago, what were you doing?
Dude, the big bolts, dropping the cradle to get the larger pipe out.
Got it.
Because the AWE uses larger diameter pipe, so we just got to drop the cradle just a hair.
This set came with some damage right there. And apparently there's a manufacturing flaw where you can see this right pipe sits lower than the rest of them. So we gotta have Borla send us another set.
Alright you guys, we've got the Borla exhaust installed. First test we're going to do is going to be in touring mode with 2 valves closed. We're going to go from 3 to 6,000 RPMs, and then we're going to do another run with the valves open, also 3 to 6,000 RPMs. Let's see how this sounds. Alright, we're in touring mode, which means the valves are closed. We're going to do 2,000 RPMs. Okay, 3,000. So interesting, at 5,000 RPMs the valves actually open. Now the car is in sport mode, which means the valves are wide open all the time. Let's go to 2,000 RPMs. 3,000. 4,000. Have it. I think we actually hit a little lower speed, a little lower decibels with the Borla. That's pretty interesting. It doesn't sound as loud to me, but there you go. This thing doesn't lie. It sounded quieter than the AWE exhaust. So what do you guys think?
Okay, let's compare. Here's the AWE runs that we did last week.
Go for it. Cold start. That hit 107, I believe. Go to 4. 121. There you guys go. That sounds amazing. At 6,000 RPMs, this hit 121 decibels. So pretty darn loud, if you ask me. Okay, now for a good reference point, let's compare this to stock. Okay, so first impressions, Borla sounds quieter than AWE. Let's show you some video of off-the-line starts of AWE versus Borla. And we're not done yet. Here's some cold starts for you guys.
And this is a true cold start because I haven't actually driven the car in several days. Here's an AWE cold start. Okay, watch this. I don't know how loud your car is in the cabin, but the AWE was pretty loud, but not obnoxiously loud. With this, I don't know if you'll even be able to hear it, if the camera will pick it up. Just started the engine. That sounds like a factory exhaust. Watch. Let me give it some gas. Okay, I'm gonna accelerate. 5,000 RPMs. 3,000. About 4,000 RPMs.
Both my girl and I and my brother agree this is quiet, way too quiet. What are your thoughts? How's the noise?
So here's my final thoughts, you guys. Borla, great exhaust. You have the NPP feature. You can turn it on, you can turn it off. You can make it from quiet to very loud and rowdy. The two major differences between the two, Borla is loud on the outside. However, inside the cabin, no matter what you do, it's very quiet. To me, it almost sounds like stock. So if you're the type of person that does not want to hear your exhaust from within your cabin, Borla's the choice for you. On the other hand, AWE, incredibly loud, louder than Borla, and you can hear it in your cabin, you can feel it in your cabin. It will turn your car into a racetrack sounding car. Your car just comes alive. However, that comes with a downside, and the downside is you cannot turn it off. You won't have NPP. You're gonna shake the walls of your house when you drive into your garage. You're gonna wake up your neighbors because you won't have that NPP. But it's loud, it's rowdy, it's badass. A couple more major differences are the tailpipes and the exhaust pipes. The exhaust pipes on the Borla exhaust are 2 3/4 inch in diameter, while the AWE are 3 inch in diameter, which probably accounts for why the AWE has a deeper, louder exhaust sound. Now, when it comes to the tips, the Borla tips are 4 1/4 inch tips, while the AWE tips are 4 1/2 inch tips. Now, in addition to that, the AWE exhaust sticks out past the body of the car, and it looks very aggressive. Now, it's a matter of taste. I absolutely love it, but I've talked to people who don't like the fact that AWE sticks past the body line of the car. While the Borla exhaust sits flush with the car, just like the stock exhaust that came with your car. So again, it's your choice, aesthetically what you like better. That's it, you guys. It's up to you to choose which one you like best. I think I've made up my mind, and that might be what next week's episode's about. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next time.
Alright, you guys, I'm here with my boy Saber. He just helped me do the decibel count on my Grand Sport, and he wants to see what this thing is gonna come up to. What kind of car you got?
2017 BRZ, Subaru BRZ.
All right, cool. So what do you have in here?
Muffler delete, catless front pipe, and catless headers.
Don't tell the police. Do you feel safe driving around?
Yeah.
You don't feel like you're gonna get pulled over and messed with?
I go fast enough that they won't catch me.
They're not gonna catch you. All right, let's see. What do you predict you're gonna hit?
130, I think.
You think you're gonna hit 130 decibels?
Yeah.
What did I hit? 120?
120.
You think it's gonna be louder than the Vet?
I think so. I don't know.
I hope so.
I do too.
All right, let's check it out. This guy just hit 126 decibels. That's pretty loud, man.
Yeah,
That actually did hurt my ears a little bit. 126. Right now, he's louder than the AWE exhaust.